Welcome back. I'm joined today by three experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. My first guest was the head of the props department at this year's MTV Video Music Awards. Please welcome Damon Mankowski.
Thanks for having me. I just want to say, if anybody needs a tremendous mechanical spider that with metal breasts that shoot gack, I got it in my apartment up in LaFrac City. If you can haul it away, it's yours for free.
Wow. My next guest is a college student who just got back from traveling abroad. Please welcome Chris Miller. Chris.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's great to be here.
And you're just all jazzed. You've been traveling all summer, I take it?
I just got back. It was such an eye-opening experience.
Where have you been?
Oh, I've been to London.
So London's kind of like New York, maybe with an English accent, dirtier, older?
But so much different.
Right.
I just feel like a different person now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You grew.
Yeah.
And my last guest is a guardian of peace and justice in the Old Republic. Please welcome Juan Kenobi, the Latin Jedi Knight.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
How are you?
Hey, good to see you, man.
You too.
Yeah, what's happening?
Well, we're having you on the show.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm happy to be here, man.
Happy to have you.
Don't tell anyone, though, you know?
No,
Don't need to get the word out too much, you know?
Right, well,
I'm not fully, fully on the up and up. I'm a rebel, you know what I'm saying?
You're an undocumented rebel, is what you're saying.
Hey, whatever you want to say. I ain't gonna go with your empire business.
All right, if I came to you and I said, can I see your papers, please? Your
These
visa?
are not the papers you're looking for, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Miley Cyrus and Kanye West. They're working together on a song. They're collaborating. Let me ask you this: what are the two most horrible things you can imagine combining, and what would they create?
Well, in my experience, the two most awful things to combine are Katy Perry and any kind of small explosive, M80s, things like that. I ran MTV Europe Awards last year, and those are always even more so, like that, but more so.
Wow.
And there was a thing where she was supposed to. They had like a pen full of geese and farm animals and stuff, and she was going to get lowered down on a mechanical arm and throw M80s, and the geese were supposed to fly out, but a lot of it would get under the goose, and some looked like they exploded, and then some got into the mouths, and then we had a couple geese heads go.
Oh.
So, not entertaining, and then who's cleaning it up?
Right. You.
Yeah.
I take it, right?
Amen, bro.
Chris?
Yeah.
What about you? What are two horrible things you could combine to create something even worse?
Probably my host family in Dublin when I was there for the weekend.
Really?
And probably my alarm clock, because
Oh.
just a couple times, I found myself so hungover that I couldn't get to my architecture class. They were total jerks.
Why were they jerks?
I mean, they didn't want me to stay out at all. They really got mad at me when I tried to make out with their daughter. I was like, Amber is my age. Why can't we just, I'm just here for a weekend. I'm not going to, marry her or anything,
Obi-Juan?
Oh, yeah, man.
What are two horrible things you would combine to create something even worse?
Oh, let me tell you, I'll tell you two horrible things that combine to make something worse, bro. Last night, I was smoking some of the kind cheap. You know what I'm saying, man?
Is that pot?
Hey, yeah, it's the force, bro. That's what we call it.
Okay.
We don't use the street name. Keep it cool,
Okay,
man.
force.
Okay, the force.
We're having some force.
So I was rolling some force up, and man, I was blowing serious force rings, right?
Right.
So I got a little snapped up, and I was like, man, I got some chorizo tacos, right? But I didn't have any drink, so I had some old chocolate milk. So I washed it down. Man, you combine those two, put your blast shields up, bro, because it was blasting all over the place. You get what I'm saying,
So,
man?
yeah.
Bad combination.
Your ventilation shaft.
Well, yeah, the
Wrong
shaft
direction.
opened up, covered a whole bunch of droids and garbage, I got one droid. It's in my bathroom.
You have a droid in your bathroom?
Yep, we call him R2-P2.
All right, let's take a short break after that. Normally we cut to a sponsor bit, but this week we're so filled with comedy that we don't have one. So if you'd like to be a sponsor in the future, you can send an email to sponsorthebsofA@theblaze.com. We'll be right back. R2-P2?
Yeah, man, that's what we call him.
What about P3PO?
Oh, that's a better one, man.
Okay, before we go, it looks like we're on the verge of possibly a military attack on Syria. If you had the power, Damon, what would you attack and why?
Well, I know it's complicated politically, but I'd go after China, man. China is the bane of all prop guys. We did MTV Australia Video Awards last year.
Sure.
The show was supposed to start with a giant stone head that was going to vomit guns on the stage.
Okay.
I don't know what the deal was, but the Chinese made giant head, and jaw fell off and killed Randy Newman.
No kidding. The guy who did Short People?
Yeah,
And I Love L.A.
Yeah.
He's dead.
All the Pixar movies, man. Yeah.
That's so sad.
It's a bummer.
Chris, if you had the power of destroying something with the military, what would you destroy and why?
I would destroy Syria because my fraternity buddy Eddie got, arrested in Madrid, and it was
you're
like,
talking about Spain.
oh,
Was he in Spain? You said
Spain.
Madrid is the capital of Spain.
right, Spain.
Damascus.
I would definitely bomb Madrid and Spain because my fraternity buddy Eddie just got like arrested for he was just carrying like a little bit of drugs,
Okay.
like just a little bit of pot, but he
Sure.
got totally arrested for it.
All right.
And it like ruined our weekend,
No kidding.
in London because he couldn't come.
So why not destroy the city of Madrid?
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, weird. Obi-Juan, what would you destroy if you had the full power of the U.S. military, and why?
If I had the full power of the U.S. military, I'd go after my sister's boyfriend, Paco.
Paco?
Yep,
Your sister's boyfriend.
Paco Rodriguez, man.
Why?
Because he owes me a lot of money, man.
Your sister's boyfriend?
Yeah, I sold him like a half-pound of force, and he didn't give me anything. Oh, I'll pay you next week. I'll pay you next week. And he lives at 525 Crescent Boulevard. And someone should send a cruise missile right up in there and blow him up, you know?
Sold him a half-pound of force.
He's a jerk, too. When we hang out on Sundays, he always eats all of the flautas right away, man. Leaves nothing for anyone else.
He hoards the flautas.
He hoards the flautas, and he takes all the real cokes. And I don't drink that diet garbage.
And he doesn't pay you for your half-pound of force.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous.
Okay, interesting.
Please.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. I'm your host, Brian Sack. Stay tuned to The Blaze for more of our weekend comedy marathon, as there are still 3 hours of laughter yet to go. Please like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, and share our videos on YouTube at carlosdanger.com. More Wonderful World of Stew, followed by the BS of A starts as soon as I stop talking. Good night, America. Maybe not as soon, but in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Seconds. Maybe 30 seconds.
Promises, promises.
Exactly. So we got to do some credits. See the credits?
Yeah.
Speaking of my props, how's it looking, the set?
It's good. Keep it simple. There's nothing here. When I think props now, I've done VMAs 10 years, so I think of genitals and breasts.
Right.
It's so dark,